Just going to grab the link for the live feed. We'll be back in 1 second. I always had trouble finding this. Alright, here we go. Get a link. Posted a link to the forum. Alright. Oops, I posted it in the wrong spot. Sorry about that. Let's cut that out. Go back to, I posted it on someone's post. Sorry about that. There we go. Live YouTube now. Come on in. Alright, posting it. Anyone who's a subscriber, you'll get the notification. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And as always, this broadcast will be available on my YouTube channel to view later, or if you want to cut through the program and kind of look through it quick, you can do that as well. Alright, so we're going to go back to my chat software. And what I'm going to do is interact. I'm getting better at this, I think. Blow it up a little bit so I can see. Alright. What we normally do with our live chats is we visit the forum and we discuss recent activity. We got newest activity here. We can go ahead and go to new posts. We're going to go to new posts. We can start scrolling down. Alright, and go back to the top. Alright, welcome. Welcome to our forum live. Here I'll be able to give more in-depth discussion on posts on the forum. If you have posted recently, it'll show up here. I can also refresh it. If you want me to refresh, just, hit the chat and say, hey Gary, refresh, so I can see my post. This is the live forum view. I'm going to change the header. I could change that in a little bit, but we'll change it when we're done with this. If you have any suggestions for the group header, let me know. This one's kind of dated at this point. I liked it for the simplicity of the design. Yeah, no real rhyme or reason other than I liked it. I hope you did too. Alright, so without any more delay, we're going to go down the forum and talk about a few of the latest posts. And mine popped up live on YouTube now. Come on in. I'm going to go check to see how many people are actually live now. Let's go check. Nobody yet. I'll give it a few more minutes. What I can do is I can clip the beginning and allow you to, I mean, I could clip it so we can get more to a live presentation, with people interacting. Let's go. I'm gonna leave that one open. I can see who's coming in. Let's see. Chat. Chat. Let's go back to here. Here we go. Even though I'm getting better at this, it's a little clunky for me. So just, bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead and move that over there so I can actually see the chat. Move that over here. Move that down over there. There we go. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. It burnt me up. Let me tell you, travel, and it actually, put me under the weather a little bit. I did a few patterns. I've been trying to do more. I'm kind of in a funk with patterns, but I promise to get back on it. I just did a new one today of another Christmas ornament with holly with a diamond background to hold everything together. I hope you like it. I'm going to start, let's see, start with John. He made some monster medals. I never knew they had monster medals. A couple of, pretty cool. I know they had the fairies and the other doodads you can use. I may have seen the monster medals. I just never seen anything really done with them. John did a great job with his lead casting, the dragons. I like I like both of them. The green one is kind of cool. Ah, yeah. Hi, Alpo 111364. Must own a dog. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Actually, I mean, they're really nice. I think they're really nice. Very nice, John. All right, I'm gonna go back down a little bit. Chana, oh yeah, I saw this earlier. I actually approved it. Only reason why I did because it is glass related. Art Deco is it's very predominantly, not predominantly, but often used in stained glass. These are really nice examples of different style of Art Deco architecture. If you're from New York, if you ever got to see the Chrysler Building, that's the middle one on the right. It's a sight to see with the sun glistening off the different, areas that go up. It's a beautiful building. These are all very nice, but coming from New York, I always admired it, even as a kid. It's quite the challenge, the feat of architecture. And from the 20s and 30s, a lot of New York had Art Deco design incorporated. The Empire State Building, though it looks more modernized, inside everything is Art Deco. The elevators, and it's really nice. If you ever get to New York, and just look around, look at the gargoyles and the building, the structures, and you know, go visit the buildings with Art Deco flair. It's really nice. The same person posted about designing jewels, diamonds. It looks interesting. I'm gonna revisit that one. Let's see. Glass related, yeah. Come on in. We're not gonna deny anybody the opportunity, unless they're a spammer. But I don't see that. So I think somebody's just enthusiastic about doing that type of glasswork design. All right, Troy. He's looking to entering a craft vendor show. I need to make some things. So should I make more of these beauties? I don't see why not. Looks good. Yeah, the bevels and the red, they go really well together. And Terry just replied to some comment. I'll get back to you, Terry. Maybe I'll see it here. Alright. Anyone have the Superman emblem in a pattern? Well, they may be here. If they are, I really don't like the idea of any kind of trademark, recognized trademark, shared as patterns or suggesting or requesting patterns. It's really IP infringement. Your best bet is to find a Superman emblem and wing it. It shouldn't be that hard. It's already made. You know, you just gotta break up the background. So that's all I can say. If they come after me and say, "Hey, take down the Superman emblems," which they have, I've got in trouble with Disney, Harley Davidson, and a number of others, just for talking about it, just for, you know, allowing people to request it. So, you know, please, Susan, I could turn off commenting, but I'll leave it up. For me, I'll write a quick note. Please respect IP. I'm just going to say that if you need to contact me and you know, need an answer for why, I'll be more than happy. But please respect it. Okay? I did that. Oh, if you're in the chat or if you're visiting, if you have any questions about anything glass related, what have you, I'm here. I like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Though I'm pretty proficient with glass, I'm not the know-it-all. You know, there are things that I learn all the time from you guys. I mean, you know, some things I've never dawned on me, and oh, look at that. So it's open discussion. If you do comment or you know you make a statement that's blatantly false or has no merit or what do you call that, false information or this and that, and I know it is, I'm gonna comment on it, and if it gets out of control, I'll have to delete the whole post. It's happened before. There's one recently about oil for glass cutting. Yes, you can cut glass without oil. Your cutter will break the molecules needed to break the glass. But to be proficient with glass cutting, you need oil to buffer the flaking that's going on from scoring the glass. If you don't, there's a thing called the score getting cold, which after you score it, the molecules start chipping up. It just spreads and spreads out, in time it affects the actual glass surrounding the score and makes it more difficult to break or be successful in your cut, especially curved glass. There is no dispute. Oil is a necessity to cut successfully. You can cut without oil. I didn't say you can't, but you really need oil to cut successfully. All right. Speaking of cutting, this is a new item I just stumbled upon. It's called the Afterburner. It looks interesting. I saw a demonstration on YouTube on how it was used. I did a little research on different manufacturers or suppliers for this tool that attaches to your glass cutter. They're made for the pencil type brass cutters or round in shape to get a good hold. If anyone has used them, I'd like to see your feedback on the forum. You know, just say, hey, yeah, I tried it. I like it. If you got a video, great. Maybe I'll get one. I'll try it. I could see the benefit of it, being that the Thomas grip is a similar type of device that enables you to cut more like using a pistol grip cutter. This has potential, and as far as fatigue and control of the cutter itself, I see it as being a really good asset for folks that are not, that don't have that good a hand strength. So, yeah, it looks promising. I did find different versions of this tool. Some had a smooth knob that the increments are difficult, especially if it loosens up. You can't see that you're tightening it, because of the pressure. I would highly recommend getting the one with the indents on the knob. So, you could really grab it and tighten it all the way, but you don't want to tighten it too tight. But you want a firm enough grip on that knob to control the pressure you put on. So that to me looks like a better design over the other one that's just got a control knob, or a knob that tightens it down, that's more smooth or has very small ridges in it. I do sell these at my Amazon store. It's an influencer for YouTube. YouTube, they really they push it. They say, you know what, you're an influencer on YouTube. Get a store set up, and when you do YouTube, promote Amazon on YouTube. It helps everybody. I tried it. It seems fair, and I do get a small commission, very small, for purchases through Amazon on my YouTube influencer channel. So if you would, check it out. These things run like $13. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Enough of that promotion stuff. All right, Raymond Rancourt, making a Christmas panel for granddaughter. A small blue piece cracked. I don't think it affects the strength of the ton of panel in the frame. Cracklets. Oh yeah, look at that right there. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Ray. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a sore throat. I was down for a few days, not feeling well. I'm feeling better. But I'm still a little hoarse. I just grabbed a Ricola. No, Ricola. I grabbed one of them. They actually work. The cherry. I'm going to put one in my mouth. Hopefully it won't mess me up. I don't think it will. Okay. Yeah, right. You're going to have people telling you just change it. Change the glass. It stinks. I see an issue with exposed foil, so maybe it'll be a blessing in disguise if you do change it out, if you do have that glass. I've also heard people use that UV glue for windshield cracks. That does cover up quite a bit of it. Um, you could try that before you repair it. You just, I don't know what they sell it as, in hardware stores, but it's for sealing cracks. There's also a commercial branding for it. I've never tried it myself, but I've been tempted to do something similar. Sometimes a small crack can be annoying. If you can make it go away, or to a point where you really got to look for it, I mean, all the better. I mean, go for it. And if it works, let us know. But yeah, I've seen it where they put it on a phone, the glass on a cell phone, and all the cracks go away. I'm not endorsing it, but it's worth a shot. My idea is that filler, the glue, it takes away the shining effect of the crack, the angle of the light. And again, if it works, I mean, great. And try it out. And if you do, let me know. See, you're already saying it's called repair it. Yeah. I don't want to fake my whole panel. Yeah. Try it. Try that stuff that they say. I don't know the name of the brand. If you guys know, if you know what I'm talking about, they show people putting it on phones or a cracked windshield or even on glasses. They a little drop and it just spreads right down the crack, and the crack disappears. So I'd like to see it work. That would be great. Tanya, just want to say thank you for all the support and kindness and outpouring of everyone's knowledge to assist us all, no matter what the moment in our glass journeys. What a wonderful. Aw. Well, welcome, Tanya. That was very sweet of you. It's a very nice comment. We got 3 people, 4 people here. Let's see. That's okay. This is what I'm doing with this. I like to archive the group and give a verbal commentary on the posts. I do it every now and then. It kind of frees me up a little bit because when I type replies, you don't get a real feel for how somebody's responding to it. Like if I told Anya, oh, that's sweet of you, I could say it. It sounds nice when I say it. But if I type it, I'll type it. That was sweet. That was sweet. Thank you. I'll type it. It sounds better like this. That was sweet. Thank you. If you haven't figured out by now, I'm a nut. All right, Kyle Cantor. Look at you go, Kyle. Okay, glass patterns. You get a free pattern. All right. Polar bear. That looks like a snow-covered trees with the sunset and the mountains. Very nice, Carl. Thanks for pointing us. And thanks for the free pattern. Looks good. Beautiful. I'm getting all kinds of notifications. I hope you all can see that. All right, Penny. Penny's working on patterns. Yeah, that reminds me, that looks like the Dr. Seuss type style. I could be wrong. It just has that look to it. It's quite a bit of detail. You may want to simplify it just a bit. It's not impossible. Those cuts are not impossible. I mean, some little gibberish going on the left there, overlay sections, but for the most part, they are very ornate. So it's not going to draw a lot of fanfare just for that purpose, that reason. But they are nice. Well, good luck, Penny, with your patterns. I'd like to see what you come up with. I would actually, instead of doing cut glass, I would take flash glass and use the resist to remove the detail and sandblast them. And you get a lot out of that. It's not everybody has sandblasting tools or access to them, but yeah, something like that really might work out for you. Just my thought. And then you could paint it and kill fire it too, which as well works for that type of design. Looks good. Yeah, Kyle, he's barking up the same tree. Make large, cutting some foil. Yeah, it's a lot of small pieces. I would say hinge points. Yeah, it is what it is. You support it. Your hinge points won't be an issue, but they have to be supported. Oh, look at this, Jane. I saw this before, Jane. You did a really nice job with my sunflower spinner. The alternating colors of the petals really makes it pop out. I was humbled by seeing this earlier. Did a really nice job. Looks great. Alright, let's see what else we got. Yeah, see, I even commented. Nice job. I like the tone petals. Alright. And wanted to create something classic for Christmas. These angels look great on a Christmas tree, even an artificial one. Well, you're not supposed to tell them it's artificial. You're supposed to not know that. You gotta spray the pine smell. Some of the artificial, they look real. You have to really look at them. Oh, the glass piglet, yeah. And she's got some cute patterns. Go visit Inga and the glass piglet on Etsy. I'm cute. Everybody loves angels. Sherry Dudas. I know it's not dudes, it's Sherry Dudas. The best white paint to use on black glass. Peebo Vitro 160V. White spots for a loon pattern. Well, I don't know. I mean, you can get white enamel and fire it in a kiln. Probably the best permanent way. Use for you can't scratch it off. But I've also heard people using nail polish or the Pebeo paints. Pebeo. I don't know if they make white nail polish. Oh, yeah. Try different things. Yeah, Pebeo porcelain. Glimpse glass. Yeah, give it a shot. I have no idea. I've never used Pebeo paint, so I've only used enamel or powdered paint and fired it in a kiln. Good luck. Martina, let's call you Martina. Slowly buying tools for this technique. Help you with the tips. Well, you you initiated the process. You just read the forum. Spend a few hours, search the forum for questions you may have. And, I think every subject on glass has been discussed in the forum. If not, you have a specific question, just ask. I'm sure someone will help you out. Oh yeah, this is the new pattern I did this morning. I felt inspired. I wanted to do more of my diamond combo patterns, and I thought, let me try putting an ornament with some holly and a ribbon, just to kind of balance it all out. I hope you like it. I did offer it as on the group as a pre-published option. It's also on my Etsy page. Alright, Daniel Brennan. I saw this one earlier too, Daniel. Yeah, you never go wrong with gnomes. Only thing is, this one, unfortunately, unless it's your original pattern, I've seen this exact style with that curved beard and longer mustache. So you may want to just look to see if that is someone else's pattern. It looks very similar. So just to remove the confusion. I know you did an overlay. That's clever. But you don't want to be accused of plagiarism. Alright? That's all. Just make sure it's yours. If it is, my apologies. I didn't mean to get you upset. But, there are a lot of gnomes out there, and this one just looked familiar to me. Alright? And if it's your original pattern, that's great. And Merry Christmas. Anonymous participant. As a beginning, enjoy pattern. Well, you know what? I draw. I find the best thing to do when you're drawing is just start doodling. And fine tune it, and maybe walk away from it, come back, and make adjustments. And as you're designing something or doodling, new thoughts cross your mind and allow you to improvise or improve on your design. I'm saying a lot today. Not thinking clearly. There you go again. There are apps, and I like one specifically, and I use it all the time. It's Procreate. Not Procreate. Pixelmator Pro. Speaking of Procreate, I haven't gotten my iPad yet. And I'm getting annoyed. They said 10 days. No, I think it's been more like 2 weeks. But anyway, Pixelmator has a nudging tool that allows you to move areas of a design in small steps, or actually large areas, without affecting the line elements. It's a lot more to... I'd have to show you, but I would say if you have a Macintosh, try out Pixelmator. Upload an image, a line image, and go to the nudge tool. It's located, looks like a hand, and just start nudging things around. You could change the size of the wand, the tool itself, and you can nudge larger areas. I do it to clean up my drawings. If something's not perfectly, not a perfect circle, or it's a little over too far, or needs to be moved a little bit over this way, that, I go right to Pixelmator and make the changes. It's like having an eraser and a pen all in one step. Yeah. Rodney, someone just literally asked. Yeah, I think they ask every day, Rodney. But, yeah, I mean, it's a big hurdle for most people. Designing, I would say that the less distracted you are, the better you are for designing. You really have to be in the right mindset. If you're not content with, if you're upset about something, or you have toothache, you're not going to be able to design. I mean, as well as you could have. So make sure you're comfortable. You're in a good frame of mind. You're not distracted, and just start doodling. Get a few ideas and just put it down on paper. Step back, look at it, have your eraser handy, and go for it. You'd be surprised. A lot of people, they all say the same thing. Oh, I can't draw. Everybody can draw. You know how to hold a pencil, you can draw. It's that simple. I mean, and the thing is, you say you want to put a gauge on how good you draw. That's open to personal preference. So I can be my worst critic. I can do something and say, I shouldn't have done that. I could have done that. Could have done that. Or I see other people's work and I say, hey, they should have done that. Could have done that. Should have done this. But if people do, without getting nasty, if they criticize your artwork in a constructive way, accept it. It's meant, constructive criticism is meant to help. If it's done in a nasty way, or with expletives involved, no, it's not helpful. So, and don't become what do they call it? Don't condemn yourself. Don't be don't just throw your pencil, snap your pencil, and throw your paper. Keep trying. Go at it. I like to, and this is Kelly has a panel she did for a wedding. I'm looking at it as I'm talking about designing, and one of the main elements in design I found as a necessity, doing any kind of artwork, especially for stained glass, is you want to be random. You want to have randomness. And what I mean by that, and I'll use her design as an example. All the leaves of these morning glories, look at them as the arms of a clock, or just a minute hand. One's at 12, one's at 5 after, one's at 10 before, one. You want to make sure you get as much of the 12 hours of the clock as possible. Reason why, that not only eliminates symmetry, which really degrades a good design. Symmetry will reduce the quality of a design. You want random, points of randomness. In other words, leaves will point in a direction. Just like I said, this one's you can't see my cursor, but one's at 11 o'clock, one's at 6 o'clock, one's at 7. You have one at 5, you have two going in the same direction. That's there's too much symmetry going on. These aren't bad. There's just a lot of up and down going on. There should be a little more on the 45s on these leaves. That's my constructive criticism. 45s and reverse. And there's nothing wrong with a true 90. It happens in nature when something is perfectly at 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock. In this case, there's none here. So if one was perfect at 3 or 9 o'clock, that would add to the quality of the design. I also noticed that the morning glory petals, flowers, if you took the top one and the bottom one, they are pretty much the same flower. You don't you want to try to avoid that. Not only are they the same flower or very close to it, they're both pointing at 1 o'clock or 1:30. All right. The third from the top is good. That's pointing at 4. The middle one with the bird is 2:30. That's good. Number 2 and 3 are good. Number 1 is okay, but number 4 should be in a totally different direction or taken out completely. That's my only suggestion. So, like I said, I'm not picking on the design. It's very nice. It's pretty, and it's and it's well done. But if I was to give constructive criticism, constructive points, that would be it. Right. So, and then one last thing is all the lines that attach to the bottom of the bird's tail feather. They're all coming together. It draws your attention right to that point. You want to kind of make that more random. That's all. Other than that, it's pretty. I hope that made sense, and I really didn't want to insult you in any way, Kelly. It was my constructive criticism. That was my example from the post before about drawing, and some things I just can't criticize. I can't say anything about it because it's beautiful. It's perfect, but it's very nice. Well done. This is Kelly. Is that the same person, Kelly? Yeah, Kelly. Okay, Kelly. Kelly, just getting back after after hiatus. How was it? Did you enjoy the palm trees in hiatus? I'm kidding. Um, yeah, angels. These tree bulbs are nice. Gnomes, Christmas hats. Just keep going. Keep doing them. Try to get some of that glue chip somewhere. You got the angel wings. Is that glue chip? I can't really tell. But yeah, you want to get airy textures in these smaller pieces. It really makes a big difference. To cathedrals and glue chips, something with texture. You mix it up. And Lenka. Every pattern for my pattern has its own story. Oh no, we got a big story about a lamp. I designed them all myself. Oh, your designing has a story. Okay. Prima. Unique Upton TV show production. Oh, okay. So you did a show and they wanted to demonstrate the process of lamp making on camera. Okay. So you did it right on the spot. Talk about pressure, huh? Oh, you're from Czechoslovakia. Let's see. The lamp was completed. Fine. Oh, okay. And a little self-promotion is never discouraged. I'll visit when I get a chance later. If I remember, I'll check it out. Very nice. I like the simplicity of it. And the three-dimensional effect. Very pretty. Nice colors. Alright. Let's see. Juan Antonio Perez. Oh boy. What did Juan do? Well, this looks like stained glass overlay. It may be glass, but it looks like it was epoxy on glass. I try to not allow these posts because they get a lot of negative feedback oh, that's not stained glass, and oh, look, you got 607 people saw it, but not one comment. That'll tell you something right there. So they're just being nice. They're not saying, hey, that's fake or that's not real stained glass. I'm telling you by experience what people say about this stuff. Um, Also, Juan, when you do make a post that's got images and you're taking it from another um, page or just kind of forwarding it, please add a little text content above your post so people know you're real. Um, I'm going to leave this because it is nice. I don't want to get people upset, but please, you know, I mean, I'll comment. I'll do it. All right, please. Oops. Please include some text description. Please include. Nice, some text description with post. Post. See, now if I just write that, you'll say, oh, you know what? I'm getting mad at this guy. Oh, please. Oh, I spelled please wrong too. I'll tell you, so I have to add. He's not listening. He can't. He's not hearing me. I guess. Looks nice otherwise. So that's it. If you're gonna share a post from another group or page or what have you, I don't know where Juan got this. At Trailer Ortiz, I don't know. You're sharing it on the top, in the post. Say, there's some work I've seen at this place, and what do you guys think of it? You got to have some kind of teaser text, okay? That's all. You can do it in Spanish, so I'm fine. We have a translator built in. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's my new today. As I make them, I pre-publish offers. You can Venmo me or PayPal me if you want it right away. You can avoid Etsy that way. Um, you could tell I'm a little rusty. I didn't just wing this. It was a thought I had for a while. I just wasn't at 100% with it. But I made it look as best as I could for how I feel right now. So it's not my best pattern, but it's not bad. I actually like it. And I wanted to do the diamond overlay, and I was more or less leaning into making a tree topper, which this can be used as a tree topper as well. But a large Christmas ball atop a tree is really not what you want. I was going to go with the hollies and some kind of starring effect. That's what I mentioned earlier about designing. I was going for a diamond with holly and some sort of ribbon, and then some sort of peaking effect on top, like a pointing upward. And then I ran into issues with how the holly leaves and the diamonds work. So I had to improvise on that. I put a circle in it. I said, you know what? Let me just do a Christmas ball. I stepped back, looked at it. I said, okay, that works. And here we are. So, designing is just, though you think of ideas, something may pop in your head and you jot it down. This was done on the fly. That's how designing is done. Sometimes you end up with something really nice. Sometimes you have to redo it. Designing, artwork is not a gimme. There are a lot of trial and errors as well. and some things you wish you never drew. You know, but anyway, that's all part of designing. Here you have Andrea. She's done with her ornaments. No, you're not. You know you're gonna run out. Oh, come on. Can you make me two? You're not done. That looks pretty. I like the wire and the embellishments and a little 2024 little brass stampings. Very cute. Is that your own pattern? Yeah, it's kind of generic. I think, and this is a good example of patterns. You take this tree patterns, 3 pieces, and someone says, "Oh, that's my copyright." Well, no. You know what? The work here is with the ribbon. You know, the wire, the little embellishments, the hanging dangle thing, and the actual silk ribbon on the top. That that's the creativity. So is that your pattern? Well, and her concept, the beads and all. I mean, yeah. So anyway, so pattern is just it's a stepping stone. Oh, Corgi, Sammy G. He's like, don't take my treats. That's. I think corgis are adorable. My daughter loves corgis. Nice job. Well done. It's like either I did something wrong or that look. I love dogs. Oh yeah, my well, I'm really pushing my stuff, huh? No, the my server. I have my own server with patterns. I try to make very reduced, well, offer very reduced prices because it's not involved with Etsy in any way. Etsy's a great outlet. You get a lot of exposure, but boy, do they take their share, and they really do, and I have no bones about it. If I told you how much Etsy takes from me every year, you'd freak you out. It freaks me out. All right. I am new to the group. I'm looking for patterns. All right. Look around. Well, welcome, Jolinda. Jolinda, welcome. Tanya just mentioned me in a post. Let's see. I'd like to get new ideas. Some of these you gotta be a little bit nervous about. Okay, welcome. I did get new ideas, well, okay. I'm not disparaging your post. I'm just saying, okay. Okay. Well, look around and welcome. Working on my very first project. Very grateful to have a studio near me to take a lesson at. Where can I find a firm or business that would turn the image of my horse to a pattern? Oh, well, you're going to get a lot of responses. There's so many different options. Glass Eye by Dragonware. No, Dragonfly. Dragonware is something else. I think that's what Gothic people put on their backs. Dragonware. Let's see. There are a number of pattern designers on the forum that really do a nice job. We corrected the dragonfly thing. Professional Plus. Oh, I don't want to put down Dragonfly, but I think their pricing is out of the. It's a little high, right? You know, especially nowadays with so many design options. You know, with the Procreate and the software, you can digitize pictures, and it all comes down to you designing the lines. Dragonfly will not do that. I mean, it'll put lines down for you, but you still have to be the creative one. So a lot of that you can do on paper or digitally on a computer. Back when Dragonfly was new with the piece counting options and the line widths and all that, it was like pretty much the only game in town. That and Rapid Resizer. Now there's so many options, so many better options for the price of the software or the subscriptions. I really find it hard that they still sell this stuff, and that's just my opinion. Please don't take it as that. If it helps you out, more power to you. I mean, they do have great features. I mean, Dragonfly has the glass inserts and the numbering and calculates how much glass you need and how much copper foil, and how many cups of coffee you drink. So, let's see. Clairvoyant, okay. I'm very busy. Latest, I have to say, is the biggest panel I have done. Pushed me to the limits. To infinity and beyond. There's no limit, Claire. There is no limit. Oh, coloring book. There you go. Very nice. What kind of glass that is? It almost looks like old Armstrong glass. That blue on the border. It's just a texture. Oh. I know I've seen it. I can't put my finger on it. Looks great. Remember, there are no limits. I guess there are limits, but you have a long way to go to hit that limit. I could feel it. Take a closer look. Pass your view of my post. Improve my passion for the art. I'm still learning stained glass patterns to improve. Okay, I think there's broken English here, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, Holy Spirit. There you go. Well, you know what? Just keep plugging away. Every day, new creativity and new challenges, and more stuff to look at. Welcome to the obsession. You're learning stained glass. You did a good job. I'm going to try to pronounce that. Agu Kalu Agu. I did it. I think I did it. Anyway, it looks good. Alright, finally finished. We got LEL. Yup, I saw this Volkswagen before. You rascal. That's a nice pattern. You're trying to take away my customers. No, I think it looks great. That looks like one of the older ones, too. The old 59 Beetle. They were a little bit longer, I think. And the newer, well, not the modern Beetle, but the mid to late 70s Beetle. And the old ones had the split rear window. 58, 59. Looks great. And those trees look good too. They look like cypress trees. Maybe they are. Good luck with the LEL. And speaking of, we have another LEL, a candy cane. Well, that looks very nice too. Maybe labor intensive for some, just trying to make a little pattern. You know, there's some weak elements involved. Just make sure you reinforce that one well. Uh, Other than that, it's very nice, very very pretty. I'll leave it at that. All right. Okay. Debbie is new to the group. Recently joined because I've been away from stained glass for a long time and want to get back involved. Well, I guess you're back and involved now. Get to it. Cut some glass. Welcome back. Okay. Zadzizla. Small. Okay. I think I did not pronounce that right. My apologies. ZS. Okay. You're Z. I saw your dichroic bevels the other day. Very impressed. Um, I hope you do well with them. I don't know if that's a bevel or not. No, it is a bevel. It looks good. Little bit on the pricey side. I did check them out. I think they're like $15 each, but they do look nice. Good luck to your endeavor. Oh no, Terry must have bought a new saw. Looking to sell the bandsaw. Yeah. Is that for wood? Is that for glass? Precision Studio Pro? I guess it's for glass. Yeah, you can make tight curves with them. Maybe just straight cuts. I've never used a saw. I mean, I have used big belt sanders, but not, for mirrors and what have you. I never cut glass with a saw. It just doesn't seem. It really has no added value to it unless you're cutting real thick glass. Like slag glass. The Val Duval, whatever they call it, the real thick, 1 inch thick glass. You have to use a chisel to break it. You want some, precise cutting, possibly. But other than that, I don't know. Good luck, Terry. I hope you find a home for your saw. People are looking for them. See, Nicola, she wants to know where you are. And Rodney. Rodney is the mad glass creative from Alaska. I don't know if he lives there or he just makes a lot of glass that goes there. And there is no try, Yoda. Yeah, actually, that's one of my teardrop patterns modified. And Rodney, he did some changes to it. Uh, and again, he made improvements to it. He added elements and this and that. Used the basic concept. And that the look of the pills is something. What is it about pills? People love them. So good luck, Rodney. I wish you the best. Your Christmas gallery. Well, you better get going. You got another, 48 more to go. Alright. Sienna Rossini. Oh, wait. Do we have any comments? Let's see. I'm going to test the chat. Testing. I see a lot more people in. Alright. I just wanted to make sure the chat's working. If you're new to the broadcast, just say hello. Make me feel like I'm talking to myself, which I do. Let's see. I'm working on a piece. Directional glass, vertical pattern. It is a W until leading pattern on glass. Well, I know what you're talking about. The grain of the glass, you want to make sure it's in the right direction with the lettering. I always find, rule of thumb, if it's a swirly type of glass, it really doesn't matter. But if you're using a more striated, back and forth, grainy glass, Always go against the length. So basically, your grain on the letter I, the grain would be going left and right, and then on a W, it'd be going the width of the legs of the W. That's my only opinion. I think that was your question. I tried. Don Lair. He loves Christmas. Well, who doesn't? One night, 25 years ago, and started doodling. There you go. I named it Santa's First Stop. Well, there you go, Don. It's all about the doodle. Just start doodling. Looks great. Use some of that early bullseye. We used to call that background glass. We called that what do we call it? Peacock? No, not peacock. Desert sand, something like that. We use quite a bit of it in our lamps. That background glass. The name, I can't think of it right now, but we use quite a bit of it. It's very dramatic. Good choice. No doubt, that's bullseye. You got a little bit of Kokomo mixed in on the bottom, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm confused. It looks good, Don. Don. Merry Christmas. See, people want to buy your pattern. See? You doodle and you sell your patterns. It's simple math. All right. Now, whenever people are inspired to buy a pattern from you, it makes it all worth the while. Oh no, Jackie's got something cracked. Ugh. I don't even know. That's that glass may be a real problem to find. Yeesh. Yeah, it's almost looks like old milk glass. It's very opaque. I have seen it years ago, and that pink, it's probably got the selenium in it, so you're not going to match that, no matter how hard you try. Unless you find old glass. Could be a number of brands, I don't know, but sometimes antique repairs are the worst because you can never match the glass. Well, good luck with it. Alright, Anonymous. Anonymous wants to improve. Well, read the comments. I'm sorry, I'm not blowing you off, but it's this is one of those posts where, okay, we all want to improve or move on or do something better or different. Read the forum, and if you can, use your name. Anonymous is an option, but it turns off a lot of folks. It's just, that's my observation. I could see who you are, but I'm not gonna expose who you are. I really enjoyed Sun Catchers. Look at that. You got Contemporary Circle. Say that's the style is very nice. It leads to movement. If you turn the whole thing around 180 degrees, you might have a whole different look to it. So give it a try. But the draping effect of that blue works well. Depends how you want to look at it. But very nice. Use some seated glass and textured. What is that? That stuff with the crinkles in it. Icicle. I don't know. I know there's a name for it. Inspection or Kokomo makes it. Somebody, a Wismac. Looks like tempered glass fused together. Broken tempered glass. All right, very short. What do we have here? Transconian everything. Oh, another one. He posted a video. I'm not against it. I just, I'm gonna post a little description. What's going on? I'll leave it up. Yeah, that's I call them refrigerator posts. Yeah, everything show and tell. That's fine. It always helps to, add a little bit on top. And Juan did the same thing. It's very pretty. There's some, I see a little silver staining going on. Yeah, there's little silver staining elements in the inner border from the outside and then the outer area. It's actually, this is stained glass in its real sense. All painted. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see, what time? Oh yeah, we're getting it. Any advice on creating perfect squares? Example of what we're gonna do. Actually, squish. Huh. Strip cutter. Yep. Michelle, strip cutter, or make a template. Use a straight edge and a rule. Measure them. Measure each one. For some reason, I got it stuck in my head. To measure the distance between the edge of the cutter and the wheel where it scores is 3/32 of an inch. Basically, it's a 16th plus or 1/8 inch slight. So if you look at an 1/8 inch, you move it over halfway down the increments, and when you score it, it's going to be exact. Don't ask me how I have that stuck in my head. I think I've done a lot of strip cutting. Yeah, it's like 3/32 of an inch. 1/8 inch plus. 1/8 inch slight, 16th inch plus. Looking for some help with grinding. Uh-oh, cut fingers. Oh boy. Please, no pictures. They got that cookie thing. Yeah, there you go, cookie. Just read it. There are tools and gloves. Gloves can be difficult with little pieces, but I'm not a grinder person. But I know the cookie was a great invention. I think Cutter's Mate, one of them companies, Morton. Somebody makes it. They're available. Thanks for adding me to the group. I'm passionate about this technique like this as well. What's that video look for? Okay, it's another one. It's I don't know if these are AI generated, but honestly, hello, look around. There's so much to see. You could search the forum, get answers on basically everything stained glass related. We are that big. You just search the forum, it's going to pop up. And Dina, you finished. I saw you working on this the other day. Very nice. That's the Great Heron. Please excuse me if I'm wrong. You really captured the look of the wings and the feet dangling. That's what they do. They dangle in the wind. Very nice job. It's a labor of love right there. Looks terrific. And your skills of breaking up the background to where it wasn't infringing on the design is done really well. Good job. Thanks for sharing. Rodney. Oh, yeah, Rodney has Raven Hearts. Yeah, Rodney, you the man. I like Rodney. He's got he's got a spicy character. I could feel it. I don't even know the guy, and I could feel he's got a spicy character. No, he does some nice stuff. He's very creative. Just, oh yeah, he gets disparaged about people stealing his patterns, and yeah, you don't blame him. He comes up with nice stuff, and people feel so quick that they don't care. They just take it. But I don't know. It's, I guess if your patterns were bad, Rodney, they wouldn't be stealing them. Stop being so good. How's that? And what's the name of this group? Don't tease Rodney, at least. uh, oh, there you go. They're going to pick on your weak design in the heart. Well, if you can cut it, cut it. I see where you're going with it, but you're going to have your naysayers, and there you go. Thank you for your positive feedback. Something in Facebook's algorithm caused me to be blocked. Huh. Wasn't me. Maybe you should put your gun away next time, Nathan. Facebook doesn't like open displays, guns laying around. Just kidding. I have no idea why the post was removed. I really don't. If I do it, I usually tell you why. Usually. Actually, I always tell you why. Is there a comment? There's 109 comments here. Thought you post out of kindness because some negative comments is going to try to disturb you. I don't know. Juan's at it again. More stained glass. I'm going to have to get back to you, Juan. You really need to put a little detail on what you're doing here, what's going on. I see below, it's about, some place in Mexico. But please comment above. It looks nice. Alright. Thanks for my breakfast. No. Oh, I saw this one. This shade, simple shallow cone. I added a skirt. There you go. That's how you do it. And you're working on the inside of a form. Interesting. Actually, I'm being a wise guy. That's the way my family has done it for many years. You build on the inside of a bowl instead of the outside. And you added the skirt. Good job. It's probably the hardest part. Don't get rid of the lamp mold. No, I should do a video on how to make a lamp mold. I should. They're so easy to make. The shapes are endless. You can cut it with it. Cut the front view of the form with a jigsaw on a piece of plywood. Any shape can be made. And the matching fiberglass female form to match. You know, and using plaster Paris, chicken wire, some plywood, Lazy Susan, and you know, piece of round wood for the top, just to center everything. It's really not that hard to do. The prices they get for Odyssey forms is out of control. I should make them. It's an outside build. Uh, I could still make them smooth like that and then coat them in a fiberglass. But for all intents and purposes, we build on the inside of a form. So I just used the form, the plaster Paris form, to build the fiberglass form of. So, but I could do it the other way. Building on the outside of the lamp form is tedious and not as, I say, efficient as building on the inside of a form. I know Tiffany made his lamps on the outside of wood forms. You know, there's more to that than what meets the eye. He did a lot of anchoring. You know, they didn't use, they used beeswax, but they also put pieces of wire into the forms to hold sections together prior to soldering. I don't think many people know that. They had little tricks. Ask me how I know. All right. Any suggestions buying irons? Well, call one of the major distributors, Ed Hoy, Sunshine Glass, and just say what's on sale. They buy them. If they break, they break. They can get irons for $10 now. You know, get a reason. Yeah, Sunshine Glassworks. They got disposable irons. They'll last forever if you take care of them. But I think they're under $12 now. You know, they work well. Content makes things. Oh, okay. Sammy makes patterns for furry. Let's see. Furry friends. Okay. Well, there's another furry friend pattern maker. Very nice. You got the 3D elements with the ears, the flowers, and butterfly. Good job. Let's see. Hello, my name is Ola. Ola. Madura. What do you have here, Ola? What is that? Mirror? Okay. Hello. It just looks like mirror. Pardon me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, it could be just mirror glued to some kind of backing. I don't know. It looks different. Alright. Does anyone have any charm? Yes, they're everywhere online. Don't ask for them here, please. Have to ask just a Pokemon Garden here. Type okay. Well, if you do find one, don't post it. I will remove it. Pokemon's one of the nasties. They will come after the forum and shut it down. We did have a Charmander. I don't know if it's one of them. Nintendo thing. I was contacted by the company. They said get rid of it. All right, so you're asking for it. If someone posts it, it's coming down. Please respect copyright. Please respect IP, intellectual property. If you do find someone to make the pattern, keep it off the forum. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hate to sound like a grouch, especially right before Christmas. No, but yeah, you can get in trouble. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a real big deal. I can't express that enough, and I hate beating a dead horse. Just don't do it. Pokemon, Nintendo, all of them. Just don't do it. Superman, marble, all of that stuff. Don't do it. You'll get in trouble. What is this? Dennis, oh, the Eagles. So now what's that? Huh. Looks like you got some overlay going on there. I could be wrong. Interesting. Kind of evil looking. Demonic. I hope it was meant to be. Grand Eagles out. I don't know. Well, not my taste, but it looks good. Thanks for sharing. Cryptid, yeah, vibe, yeah. I said demonic. Is that the same as cryptid? Alright, one of my favorites. I did this a year ago. Okay. It's a Fleur de Lis bevel kit. Yeah, you got some challenging cuts there, but it looks good. That looks like Armstrong glass. I would bet it is. Some of the old Armstrong. It just looks like it. Looks good. Okay. You're welcome. Mapia. Oh, it said my negativity. I'm negative today. My nativity is finally finished. Not perfect, but I'm happy with it. I don't see anything. Why is it not perfect? It looks good from here. You got the three wise men. You got the baby star. Star of Bethlehem. Mama, Papa. And a few animals. Looks good to me. Nice job. Getting there. Oh, David. Yeah, he's been working at this thing. I'm gonna see the fine details. I'm gonna click on it. Is it this pattern? Oh, that's all I can see. All right. Wish it would blow up. I could see what that gold is. I think it's just a design coming through. I don't know. I can't wait to see it done. Pretty cool. Stained glass in light. Stained glass in light. Okay. Well, you could say, I would call this colored glass with design elements. Okay? It's not stained glass. If it's fused glass, or my apologies if that's what it is, or it's really not stained glass, there's not any line definitions, but you know. Alright, another refrigerator door piece. Got a lot of them lately. Red Fox art glass. Moondrops. Yeah, the Luna Moth. Everybody likes the Luna Moth. Go visit Red Fox for their Luna Moth Moondrops stained glass pattern. It's a very popular design. Best of luck to you, Red Fox. I did check you out, so you legit. No, you did a really nice job. I've seen a couple of other patterns you did. You do nice work. Best wishes for your Etsy shop and any and all future designs. See, that's how you do it. Be more like Rick. Look, St. Mary's Parish, Ann Arbor, Michigan. See, he's got a little detail. Old style painting for detail. Assembly is all lead cane. Yes. You've got this goes beyond that. It's actually, you got flash glass with enamel. Unless that's just green above the flash with some silver staining. Or it could be piecework. It's hard to tell from the photo. But yeah, it's old school, no doubt. I'd even bet that there's saddle bars in here, because they look too thick to be regular steel bars. Could be turn of the century, or could be early 20th century. But yeah, that's definitely traditional leaded stained glass. St. Anne, you've got some true silver staining going on. Very nice. There's a lot of work. Yeah, that's rebar. That's saddle bar, Lisa. I guess you can call it rebar, but it's really not. It's got a. This looks like a sash with 2 layers, aluminum, and then you have midway down. That looks like a 1/2 inch H steel reinforcement that cuts across. You can see my pointer. Well, here from the top, where that angle comes into the straight up and down, that's actually a piece of H. Well, I wouldn't say aluminum, but it could be steel. It could actually be a piece of the H frame. It's flat in the front. It comes to a T. It's like a T, and then it's all putty glazed on the outside. And as well, you have the saddle bars that are put in prior to the window installation. And once the windows are in place, the wire that they solder to the window is wrapped around the saddle bar, or in some cases lead is used, and they solder it right in place. You know, there are cheesy ways of doing it. Just wrap the wire up and cut it. That's not as nice. You twist the wire up, you solder the end. It looks really nice. Single glazed. This could have some exterior glazing on it added later on, but that's how they did it. The saddle bars are designed to keep the stained glass from blowing in. You know, they also help support the weight. You can see this got a ventilator panel on the bottom. Very traditional. My guess, it's a steel frame with sash clips and putty glaze on the exterior. And then again, the saddle bars. And that, you can barely see it, but on the bottom, that last saddle bar on the bottom, which is about 1/3 the way up from that ventilator frame, that's the one that's going to keep the whole panel from warping eventually. Because these are notorious for even the small amount of weight on that ventilator panel. When you have a flat horizontal, that's a true hinge point, that will eventually start buckling. So you want to put a saddle bar right on that. You know, a lot of folks say, hey, you don't need one. Yeah, you do. You need one right there, without a doubt. These windows, actually the older windows, which are done with 100% lead cane, they didn't use the alloys we have today. So they really relied a lot on reinforcement or the installation using proper support. And these are well done. These are nice. They're not the most fanciest windows in the world, but a nice example of century-old stained glass. I'm going to say probably early 20th, late 19th century. Thank you for sharing. Which group I promised to post it? crystals. Well, that's different. Dang it, pretty. Well, sure. People are looking for ideas for crystals or shark teeth. It looks good. All right, we got. Oh, we're just about getting to the end. Here we have a heart spinner by Josh. Yeah, it's a simple heart spinner with the jewel added to the tips of the heart. Very nice. Not much more. Easy to do. It's very limited in piecework, so it's a quick project and it looks nice. Alternating colors even adds to it. Very nice. Make sure you got that jewel reinforced somehow vertically to the center, because that would pull off. I'm sure you do. I'm being one of the hinge police people. Say, yeah, make sure you got that wire all going on. No, all these spinners, the weight of the spinner, you want to get that wire from the top where the loop is and go past the design element, go all the way down to the center hub. Anything less, you're looking for a problem. And use a good gauge wire, 14 at minimum. 12 if you got it, but 14. You want, these things are spinning, they're hanging. You want to support them. One of my first things about designing spinners, I always thought, these things are they're going to collapse, so they're going to separate. But all the hinge lines, that tripod lead that runs to the middle, if that's supported well, I don't think you'll have a problem. So looking for easy pattern of a shark. Well, yeah, there's lots of sharks. That's one of those generic things. Just go to Google and type shark and trace it. I don't know. See, I'm telling you to steal. No, it's just. How do you want it? Curved? You want it straight? You want looking at you like Jaws with one of those oxygen things in his mouth? All right, Lynn, suit. Next week we finish with True Labor of Love. You got zinc edging. Finish and polish. Okay. Very eclectic coloration. The purple and yellow is strong contrast. The green's more of a neutral in this one. And that fiery glass, the red, burgundy. Yeah, it's alright. I'm not for too many secondaries. You have the primary, the yellow. That's your primaries. This is going to be yellow, and then you got the purple, brings in the red and the blue, or the plum, more of a red and a red and white, and then the green. That's your second. That's not actually a primary color. It is considered in the wheel, but green is from yellow and blue. So you always have to consider that when you make windows. Other than that, it's a nice design concept, but this is a yellow window. If you're thinking in color, it's yellow with purple H pattern. Right? Hope I made sense. Mom found this decades ago. Leaded float glass. This one is 10. Well, you need a hexagon bottom. Measure for the sides. Run them up. I wouldn't use lead. I would use like a brass. and just solder the whole thing. I mean, lead eventually would denigrate underwater, or whatever you're putting in there. Not as sturdy. I wouldn't use zinc because zinc will rot. Zinc and water do not mix. And the electrolysis your zinc will be done. You're better off with lead, but if you're going to do something like this, I would go with brass or copper. They actually make that vertical channel in a heavier material with that angle built in. It's a 30-degree angle. Look into that. What is it? 120, 150, 120, 160-degree angle? Yeah. What's 1/6 of 180? 30 degree. I had it right. 30-degree angle. I'll leave it at that. And, just stay away from zinc. Where do you have your stained glass? Gina wants to start making stained, but she's clueless on where she have it working. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my, ay, my. I've been away too long. I don't know. Wherever Grandma wants to do it, I wouldn't do it in the bathroom. Basement, garage, where you can make a little mess. I wouldn't do it on the dining room table. So, this, I have to check this one out. I hope he's legit. I don't know. Alright. Last one. A silver Schnitt running pliers arrived, but the round plate is broken. Came with a spare. Can't get the old one off. Could someone please tell me how to do it? Blowtorch! Just kidding. You just push it in and out. Did you unscrew the screw at the bottom? Ooh. I don't own a pair. I would think that little button that's in the bottom of the thing with the button on it to crack the glass, that's what I think she's talking about. I think if you pry it with a screwdriver carefully, not to poke yourself, it'd probably pop right out. Engineering wise, I don't think that is more than just a piece that's pressed into that aluminum. Pressed in with a button. Alright, last one. Beat this some birch glass. I remember when this pattern came out, it was very well done. It was popular. It was a big hit when it first came out. You did a nice job, Andrea. And you're all excited. You'll be finishing it up tonight. Wispy and iridescent. Okay. Looks great. If you want to patina that, I would. Just because of that yellow and that blue. You draw that contrast. And the orange. You go with a nice dark black bronze patina. And that's it. Alright. So we're going to end today's live view broadcast. Because I'm actually getting my sore throat. I'm getting hoarse. I was down for the count for a few days, but I'm feeling better. I think the Turkey Express got me. Drive to New York and back, over 1,500 miles, and I'm going to be 65 soon. And I could drive at night too. I actually have good night vision. It's just that it wears on you. Just the nerves of traffic in Manhattan, and the curvature of the roads, people driving like idiots, the stress. When you were younger, you're like, okay, game on, let's do this. Now it's like white knuckling the steering wheel. So the trip. I mean, once I got past Virginia, actually, yeah, once I get past Virginia, you get into North Carolina, the shoulders come down, the sun comes out, do 75, 80 if you want, and you're home in no time. And anyway, I'm back. I'm going to be planning on doing more patterns as soon as I feel even better. I do feel better, so I'm going to be doing more patterns and focus on just finishing up a few more holiday ideas I have, and then go into my next design phase, which I'm going to focus heavily on lamps. I know a lot of folks like the lamp designs. I may throw in a couple of Valentine ideas because the season's coming up, but I really want to focus heavily on lamp designs, and without going into expensive forms and this and that. But I'd love to do that. It's just not a practical thing. So and then again, any other design idea that comes along. I'm still waiting on my book to get published. I don't know what's going on. It's just I'm having issues with the title. I may have to redo the whole thing. I don't know. But the book is available as a print, as a you can buy the book, but it's not ready. It's not publisher ready. It's not ready for the big time, which I have to figure out because my other books are on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. They sell them at Walmart. This one book I just can't get the proper formatting. I think it's an issue with the files of they're saying that we have issues with the colors and the image resolution, which I bought the book. It looks great, and areas that little thumbnails, I didn't really care about resolution, but they want 600 DPI or at least 300, which honestly they all are. It's just when you reformat from a PDF, I think it just takes like a flat version of it. That's where my problem is. So I may have to get into all my files, which is over 100 files, and reformat them all. It's not an easy job. So when I get that up and going, hopefully I'll get that book published at the right channels and move on. So anyway, if you're here visiting, thank you for stopping in. Oh, Ella, you just said hello. Just have you on the big screen because I'm busy doing things around here. Hope you can hear me over the vacuum. Just kidding. I know you're decorating your house for Christmas. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. And if you haven't, subscribe. Please subscribe. And, your commenting is great. Afterwards, this whole broadcast will be available. And on that note, I'm going to hang up. And everybody have a nice day. Hopefully we'll get another broadcast in before the holidays. And at that, you enjoy your Tuesday, December 10th, and we'll see you next time. Take care.